A long line stretches outside. Everyone waits for the small restaurant's signature chicken. An outsider cuts straight to the front. Head chef Jack steps out to handle him. The outsider finishes ordering. Jack writes just 2 words on the slip. Get in line. The outsider explodes in anger. He brags about his boss's massive wealth, threatens to open a fancy restaurant across the street, then tries to flip the table. But Jack's expression never changes. The man slinks away in defeat. Days later, a Michelin restaurant actually opens across the street. The grand opening resembles a performance show. After a provocative dance routine, the city's food critic chairman arrives in person. Head chef Paul emerges to greet him. Right then, Seven's crew bangs drums and gongs, announces all dishes cost just $5. Michelin staff rush out to intervene. They boast about their 3-star French-trained chef, claims he's here to elevate the neighborhood. Seven's people refuse to back down. They challenge Paul to prove his skills. Jack returns from shopping at that exact moment. Since they crossed paths, he accepts the challenge. A tuna lies on the table. Paul sharpens his knife and prepares. The blade descends, slices the fish in half with surgical speed. He runs his finger across the flesh, locates every single bone, then extracts them precisely with tweezers. Clearly a master at work. Everyone stands amazed. Paul tosses the fish to Jack. Jack inspects it thoroughly, scores the flesh with decorative cuts, each slice perfectly even, depth completely consistent, then glides the blade along the skin. The flesh transforms into perfect cubes. They all fly into the plate. The crowd erupts in applause. Even the chairman marvels at their knife skills. The chairman declares it's currently a tie. Only the international cooking competition can settle this. He adds that the demolition decision depends on the outcome. The winner gets to stay. Sevens has operated here for 30 years. Obviously refuses to be demolished. Ever since Michelin arrived, Seven's business dropped significantly. Paul is a 3-star chef trained in France. He once cooked for a French prince's first-month celebration. His signature dish is French escargot. The presentation looks exquisite, priced at $358 per serving. When discussing Chinese cuisine, Paul makes bold claims. Chinese cooking lacks innovation, shows no real progress. Take mapo tofu for example. The recipe hasn't changed in 300 years. Seven's crew watching TV gets furious. Facing declining business, Jack explains the situation to Lily. He points out their escargot costs $368, while Seven's dishes sell for $38. They serve completely different customers, but Michelin attracts luxury cars everywhere, severely blocking traffic flow, making business nearly impossible. One day, Paul's assistant arrives with an invitation, invites Jack to dine at Michelin, clearly meant to show off. Jack brings Lily to the restaurant. The assistant deliberately presents a French menu. Awkwardness fills the air. The assistant offers to translate. Lily responds in fluent French.
Je prends le menu to Chef Maxi.
Nobody expected Lily to speak French. She whispers to Jack afterward. That's the only phrase she knows. The dish arrives quickly. It's just a fried egg.